I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Today we're reading from the book of Psalms, chapter 19, and let's focus on verses 1 through 6. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament shows his handiwork. Day unto day utters speech, and night unto night reveals knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Their line has gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them he has set a tabernacle for the sun, which is like a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, and rejoices like a strong man to run its race. Its rising is from one end of heaven, and its circuit to the other end, and there is nothing hidden from its heat. Psalm 19, verses 1 through 6. Now, I can understand how Christians have different religious views. I even understand why other people would follow after false religions. What is completely baffling to me is how a person could claim to be an atheist. That is, to deny that God exists at all. That makes no sense, because all people everywhere receive nature's testimony of the existence and the glory of God. All of this had to come from somewhere. And people say, well, yeah, it all came from evolution and it all became this. Okay. Let's just skip past all those arguments and all those stages of evolution or whatever. And let's go down to the very beginning, the very first pieces of atomic information. Where did they come from? It all has to come from somewhere. Therefore, the atheist is the ultimate fool. Psalm 14, verse 1. You say, you're calling me a fool. No, the Bible is. The Lord is. Psalm 14, verse 1. The fool has said in his heart, there is no God. Today's psalm tells us that God's glory is declared. It's announced all day, every day, by nature itself. No honest, open-minded person could deny the existence of a creator. Even the great physicist, the quantum physicist, Stephen Hawking, said that, listen, well, I don't know that I believe in God the way the Bible describes him or other religions. I cannot deny the existence of a creator. As a scientist, I can't deny the existence of a creator, because creation shouts to us all day long, believe. So, does that mean that a person can be saved apart from trusting in Jesus simply by taking a trip to Yosemite and breathing in the nature? Absolutely not. Creation prompts people to search for that creator by testifying of his existence. Oh, he's out there somewhere. Well, I'd like to know more about him. And ultimately, that testifying ends at the empty tomb of Jesus. Having received creation's witness of God's existence, the next question is, well then, what does that creator require of us? And that search always leads mankind to God's perfect law. Not saying they all take it, but if you start honestly asking that question and seeking for the answer, it's going to lead you back to the Bible. When we get closer to God, then we are confronted with the fact that that God is holy. He's not just smart, he's holy. And he has articulated a standard through which communion or fellowship with him is possible. And that's why Psalm 19 moves from natural revelation to scriptural revelation. Psalm 19 verses 7 through 11 says, the law of the Lord, that's the Bible, is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. The statutes of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. And the commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes. The fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether. More to be desired are they than gold, yea, than much fine gold. Sweeter also than honey and the honeycomb. Moreover, by them your servant is warned, and in keeping them there is great reward. You see, once nature says that there is a God, and Scripture tells us how holy that God is, and that we must, live within His standard, then we face a dilemma, because in revealing God's holiness, we are also confronted with the fact that we are not holy. Therefore, something or someone must cleanse us from our iniquity. Enter Jesus, the person of the Trinity, right? Whose job it is, his ministry as the Messiah is to atone for sin. In Jesus alone are we saved. Psalm 19, verses 12 through 14. Who can understand his errors, right? Who can understand his own sin unless it's revealed to him? And then how can I know your holiness unless something cleans me if I can't cleanse myself? He says, cleanse me from secret faults, stuff I don't even see. Keep back your servant also from presumptuous sins. Lord, number one, reveal my sin. Number two, cleanse my sin. Cleanse the sin I can't see, and then keep me from sinning in the future. He says, let them not have dominion over me, my sins, and then I shall be blameless, and I shall be innocent of great transgression. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer. Romans chapter 5, verse 8 says this, but God demonstrates his own love toward us, and that while we were still sinners, the Messiah died for us. The first question is this, was all this created, or has it always been? Well, nature says it was created. So who's that creator? You go on that search and God reveals himself to you. He says, well, here I am, and here's my word. He said, man, when I read this, I see how great you are, but I also see how evil that I am. And there's a judgment for sin which is coming, but I also see that you love me and that you are willing and have already cleansed me of my sin. And that cleansing could be mine if I would surrender to you. Man, are we sure that this is the way? Yeah, there's only one way. And yet he loves you and that he would die for you. I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Groundworks Ministries operates entirely through financial donations from faithful people like you. And your giving to Groundworks Ministries, transforms lives. And we need your monthly support now more than ever. You know, donating is easy and it's secure at our website, groundworksministries.com. You know, another way to help is to tell people about Groundworks Ministries. Share these podcasts with friends and family and on your social media. And of course, you can always lead them back to our website, groundworksministries.com.